Mga kababayan, hindi din titigil siyempre yung obsesyon ng mga DDS. Kaya may announcement po si Mike Defensor, isang sanggang dikit ng mga aruyo ni GMA para makisawsaw mga kababayan sa November 30 rally laban sa korupsyon. Mga kababayan, kitang-kita naman po, wala pang nakagawa ni sino mang presidente in the past ng tulad ng ginagawa ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Hello po mga kababayan, si Dante Maravillas. O yung November 30 rally laban sa korupsyon mga kababayan. Gustong i-hijack ng mga DDS. Gustong makisawsaw. No, ito yung post ni Mike Defensor, mga kababayan. Kahapon to, there are those who are enraged by corruption but still want BBM to stay. There are those who want everyone to resign, collapse the entire government and replace it with the communist system. What we are saying is simple and grounded in facts. This systemic, unparalleled, and organized corruption is driven by a trio led by one man, the President himself. Join us at EDSA Ortigas, November 30, 2025, 2 p.m. A peaceful civic action calling for President Marcos' resignation in light of widespread corruption. Tama na, sobra na, wakasa na. BBM resign. BBM resign laban sa korupsyon. Sabi ko sa inyo, hindi sila titigil at lalo pa nilang papaigtingin ito. Lalo't na-reject, na-deny mga kababayan yung interim release plea sa ICC po ni Digong. Gagatungan nila ito. Gagatungan nila yung damdamin ng mga supporters man lang po nila. Hindi man po yung mga mamamayang Pilipino. Yung mga DDS. Another attempt para iupo po si Sara Duterte. Huwag po tayong pauuto. Kaya tama itong sabi po ni post ni Tia Tan, isa pong social media influencer. Ayan sabi ni Tia Tan, she once prepared to be the DND secretary, did not happen. She prepared her barong dress after the pasabog of Saldico. She would take the oath daw kasi last week, according to her supporter, did not happen. Now she is saying she's prepared to be president in case BBM resigns. Will never happen. Pero, mga kababayan, hindi din titigil siyempre yung obsesyon ng mga DDS. Kaya may announcement po si Mike Defensor, isang sanggang dikit ng mga aruyo ni GMA para makisawsaw mga kababayan sa November 30 rally laban sa korupsyon. Mga kababayan, kitang-kita naman po, wala pang nakagawa ni sino mang presidente in the past ng tulad ng ginagawa ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Nakita ninyo? Kapon nga po, in-announce ng ating Pangulo yung progress sa laban sa korupsyon dito sa flood control mesh. Ito po.
Sa inyong lahat. Ito po ay patuloy na aking pagre-report sa taong bayan tungkol sa mga development sa mga kaso hinggil sa mga flood control project na iskandalo. Ngayong araw, inutasan ko ang DOTR at saka yung CAAP na makipag-ugnayan sa mga kaibigan natin sa Malaysia at saka sa Singapore. Dahil ang mga pag-aari na helicopter at saka aeroplano ay mukhang doon tinatago ni Saldico. At nakarehistro po ito sa kanyang kumpanya na tinatawag ng Misbis Aviation and Development Corporation.
Misbis po.
Ngunit nagkaroon na ng freeze order ang AMLAC, kaya lahat ng galaw at disposisyon ng mga aircraft na ito ay lalong-lalo na ngayon ay ipinagbabawal. Dahil kailangan natin ipalaman sa lahat ng mga pugante, hindi pwedeng gamitin ang mga ari-arian na galing sa kaban ng bayan na tinakaw ninyo para tumakas o umiwas sa batas. You cannot steal from Filipino people and expect to hide or fly away on your private jets. You have the money to run. but you cannot outrun the Republic of the Philippines. Kaya kayo mga pugante, umuwi na kayo. Ang payo ko sa inyo, hindi na kayo turista. Hinahabol na kayo ng batas. At isa pang development po, ngayong araw din, kinonfirma ng DOJ na si Henry Alcantara ay nagbalik na ng 110 million sa gobyerno at sa loob ng 2 linggo ay magbabalik pa ng 200 milyon. This government intends to bring back every peso, every asset, every person responsible and return it to the Filipino people. Maraming salamat po. Magandang araw po sa inyo lahat.
Nakita ninyo? Sinong nakagawa na presidente ng ganon? Ini-implement po yung restitution. And si Bryce Hernandez, mga kababayan, 3 mga luxury vehicles ang ibinalik. At yung mga nakumpiska, mga kababayan, sa mga diskaya na mga luxury cars, o diba? Sinubasta. Yan o. 3 sa mga luxury vehicles successfully auctioned off for over 38.2 million pesos. 3 out of 7 luxury vehicles. So ang malilikom na pondo mula rito, ito turn over ng BOC sa pamalaan para sa mga programa ng ating mga mamamayan. The rest, yung 7 na remaining, mga kababayan na for auction, i-re-auction ulit mga kababayan. Nakita ninyo kung gaano kasinsiro, porsigido yung ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, nalabanan po yung korupsyon sa ating gobyerno. Pagkatapos ganun yung post ni Mike Defensor, binabaliktad nila mga kababayan ang kwento. Huwag tayong maniniwala sa kanila mga kababayan. Kaya tama itong naging interview ni Lucy Cruz Valdez kay business leader and Go Negosyo founder at Joey Concepcion. Pakinggan po natin mga kababayan yung interview ni Lucy Cruz Valdez. Yan po.
We have to give this administration a chance because we do have the momentum. If we will all suffer if we take out the president. It's really stupid. I mean, we have to give him our trust at this time because this boat will sink if the leadership is gone. No? And I don't think
lulubog tayo, mga kababayan, pag ginawa nila yan.
He's hardworking. He's malasakit to the Pinoys are there. And he has I've never seen
very hardworking daw yung ating Pangulo.
And very simple. At,
yun naman talaga po ang totoo.
Her clothes are just simple, no makeup, no. And sometimes when you're eating, she would get some of your food. So to me, that's a simple first lady. She dresses up, in the normal way that everybody. So that's the simplicity is there.
Pati yung ating first lady, sabi niya.
How many more years do we have under Marcos? 2, 3. So he should finish his term. And to me, taking him out is the most stupid thing that will ever happen, and we will go straight down under the water. So
that's your worst case.
Yes, and we should not. I believe that President Marcos is the right person. Remember, we came from the other side. I've been supporting him because I believe that he has the vision that is different. Sometimes the children do much.
Dilawan ito po si Joey Concepcion.
My other side, you mean Duterte, no?
Yes.
Pero tingnan ninyo, sinusupport yung ating Pangulo.
I think the private sector has his full support, and I believe he's the person that can get us out of this mess. To get him out will be the worst thing.
Kasi nga, yung ating Pangulo mismo, yung nagli-lead sa paglaban sa korupsyon, alam yan ng ating mga mamamayan. Tingnan ninyo ito na ginagawa ng ating Pangulo. Tuloy-tuloy lang siya sa sasaayos ng mga serbisyo para sa ating mga mamamayan. Ayan new tunnel seen to give Metro Manila stable water supply. 1.6 billion liters per day. Kasi may problema sa tubig po, matagal na. Supply ng tubig ang Metro Manila. Sabi dito, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. assured households and businesses in Metro Manila and its nearby provinces of a more reliable and stable water supply after he led the opening of a new tunnel under the Angat Water Transmission Improvement Project in Bulacan Province. The project's tunnel number 5 reinforces the decades-old Omiray Angat Ipo La Mesa system through which 90% of the water used by nearly 20 million people in Metro Manila, Bulacan, in parts of Cavite and Rizal provinces flows. Yung mga dams natin po, mga kababayan, tulad ng mga planta ng kuryente, nagsimula na nagpatayo niyan yung kanyang tatay, dating Pangulong Ferdinand Edralin Marcos. Yung mga sumunod na administrasyon po, lahat man lang politika. Diba? Wala man po na ipatayo ng mga ganyang uri ng mga big ticket projects. Lahat na ubos sa pamumulitika. Yung panahon nila, yun ang nakikita ni Joey Concepcion ng private sector. Kaya all-out support po ang private sector sa ating Pangulong Bongbong. Iba po mga kababayan, binugulo ngayon ng mga Duterte. Gustong iupo si Sara Duterte. Kasi yung intensyon ng mga politikong ito, lalo yung mga sumusuporta sa kanya, mga kaalyado, sabit kasi sila sa korupsyon dito sa flood control. Pag naiupo si Sara, hindi na matutuloy ang investigasyon. Payag po kayo sa ganon. Hindi na mababawi yung mga ninakaw na bilyon-bilyon na pundo sa mga flood control projects. Nakikita ninyo, unti-unti na pong nababawi yung mga pera na ninakaw nila. Diba po, malinaw? Yung sabi ng ating Pangulo, it's raw water conveyance to carry over 1.6 billion liters of water every day will increase our system's transport capacity from 6 billion to almost 8 billion liters of water every day, sabi po ng ating Pangulo. Ang ibig sabihin niya nito, more families will have a continuous and reliable water supply in their homes. The older tunnels can also be repaired because there is now a backup route for the water to pass through. Mr. Marcos said he wanted the project to serve as a reminder to value natural resources and use them responsibly. Ayan siya po, mga kababayan. Napakasipag ng ating Pangulong Bongbong. Yan o, patubig para sa mga Pilipino. Hindi po siya nadidistract sa kanyang trabaho kahit patuloy yung kanilang panggugulo. Sige lang siya po. Ito ang dahilan kung bakit niya nilalabanan ng korupsyon na imbes magamit dito po sa mga serbisyo, mga infrastructure projects, ninanakaw po. Diba, mga kababayan? Ito yung mensahe ng ating Pangulo.
The Public Works and Highways Secretary, Secretary Vince Dizon, Metropolitan Water Works and Sewerage System Chairman Elpidio Vega, and Administrator Leonor Cleofas, Maynilad Water Services Incorporated President and CEO Ramoncito Fernandez, Manila Water Company Incorporated President and CEO Jose Victor Emmanuel de Dios, Gov. Dan Fernando, and other local officials of the province of Bulacan, fellow workers in government, our esteemed partners from the private sector, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Water is a resource that we use every single day and every single hour. Yet, we seldom pause to appreciate it. We certainly take it for granted. It is essential because we use it to stay healthy, to cook our meals, clean our homes, to care for our loved ones. But because it is always within our reach, flowing from our faucets, filling our glasses, we often overlook just how vital it is. But the moment it runs low, we are reminded of an undeniable truth. Water is a lifeline for our communities, and every Filipino deserves dependable access to it. Today, we gather to celebrate an achievement that brings us closer to that goal that we have had for many years, the inauguration of Tunnel Number 5 of the Angat Water Transmission Improvement Project. This new tunnel strengthens the decades-old Umiray-Angat-Ipo Lamesa system, the backbone that delivers water from Angat Dam to Metro Manila and to Mega Manila. Right now, almost 90% of the water used by almost 20 million people in Metro Manila, in Bulacan, parts of Cavite, and Rizal pass through this system. These numbers show how important it is to keep the Angat system strong, reliable, and future-ready. And this is why the establishment of Tunnel Number 5 is not only important, it is essential. Its raw water conveyance to carry 1.6 billion liters of water every day will increase our system's transport capacity from 6 billion to almost 8 billion liters of water every day. Ibig sabihin, mas maraming pamilya magkakaroon ng tuloy-tuloy at maaasahang supply ng tubig sa kanilang mga tahanan. May maisasaayos ang mga datib ng tunnel dahil may backup ng pwedeng pagdaanan ng tubig. Yung mga tunnel po na sinara dahil kailangan na mag-maintenance, maaari na ngayon natin buksan ulit, magbalikan ulit, baka may pag-asa pa, baka may rehab pa para magamit pa rin natin. Mas magiging handa ang ating mga komunidad sa panahon ng tagtuyot at iba pang epekto ng ating hinaharap na climate change. Mas nagiging matatag ang ating water system para bawat Pilipinong umaasa dito araw-araw.
Lahat lang servisyo po. Lahat trabaho, inaasikaso ng ating Presidente.
Maynila Water, our engineers, our workers,
Tapos gusto
and
nilang
everyone who
guluhin.
dedicated their skill and effort to this project. This project reminds us that we can accomplish when the government and the private sector and the LGUs are anchored on a shared vision. Ladies and gentlemen, let this milestone encourage us to value the resources that we are blessed with. Use them responsibly and take part in building a more inclusive, sustainable future for everyone. Let us continue working together, government, private sector, and citizens alike, to shape a nation where progress is shared, where communities are empowered, and where our daily needs are truly met. Congratulations to all those who have put in the hard work and made the sacrifices to make today possible. Maraming salamat po. Mabuhay ang sambayan ng Pilipino, mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas.
Tapos yung mga DDS, walang ginawa kundi manggulo, mamirwisyo po. Ginugulo yung ating pamahalaan. Pero yung ating armed forces po, nandyan ang unwavering support, allegiance to the Constitution and to the chain of command, to the Commander-in-Chief sa ating Pangulong Bongbong. Ayan po.
Our heartfelt appreciation, a simple thank you, may not fully capture the depth of our gratitude for your dedication and love for our soldier. But as our return, sir, we assure you that our soldier remain highly professional, disciplined, solid, united in purpose, and undivided in service to the nation. We reaffirm our pledge of unwavering allegiance to the flag, to the Constitution, and to the duly constituted authority, and that is you as our Commander-in-Chief, sir.
Diba?
And we always full adherence to the rule of law. We continue to advocate for the professionalization of our soldiers and fully support the government's campaign to end internal security challenges and defend our country and any external threats. We remain apolitical and fully committed to promoting unity among the Filipino people. Our beloved President, sir, our Commander-in-Chief, ang inyong kasundaluhan ay kasama nyo para sa tunay na pagbabago tungo sa isang bagong Pilipinas. Muli, welcome po sa ating lahat.
Ayan lang po mga kababayan yung short video natin ngayon. Ako po si Dante Maravillas. Bye-bye. God bless.